Jay-Z is being accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMAs after party back in 2000.
Hearing from Jay-Z and his team of lawyers. They are denying the claim and say that they are the victims of blackmail, saying, quote, "I will not give you one red penny, and my only heartbreak is for my family."
What's that? That's Mauve King?
Niggas feeling marvelous.
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
I've been waiting a long time to say that.
Jay-Z has just been slapped with what might be the most shocking lawsuit ever, and the allegations? They're seriously dark. But here's what's really got everyone talking. Instead of flat-out denying everything like you'd expect, Jay-Z came out with this totally bizarre statement that, honestly, it kind of feels like he's telling on himself without even realizing it. You know how everyone's been whispering for months that Jay-Z's bestie Diddy might try to drag his former friends down with him? Well, honey, it looks like that day is here. This refiled lawsuit is claiming that Jay and Diddy did something absolutely unthinkable to a 13-year-old back in 2000, and I can't even. But let's talk about Jay's response because it's honestly so strange. Like, if someone accused you of something this horrific, wouldn't your very first words be, "That's a complete lie"? But no. Instead, Jay's over here claiming it's all some blackmail scheme started by the accuser's lawyer, Tony Busby. But hold on to your seats because Tony Busby is not backing down. He actually clapped back at Jay-Z, claiming that Jay tried to intimidate and threaten both him and the alleged victim. And let's not forget Jay's history, sweetie. This is the same man who's been BFFs with some of the shadiest characters in the industry. I'm talking R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and of course Diddy. Sure, he's managed to skate past scandals involving young women before, but this lawsuit, it feels different. It's bringing all those old skeletons out of the closet, and honestly, you can tell by Jay's response that he is panicking right now. This isn't your typical carefully crafted PR statement with lawyers and publicists dotting every I and crossing every T. No, this sounds like Jay-Z himself went rogue and hit send, and honey, it only made everything look so much worse. So what's next for Jay-Z? Is Diddy really about to drag him down too? Buckle up, because this tea is about to get piping hot.
Social media, a lawyer, Tony Busby, saying Jay-Z has, quote, "tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff, but his conduct has had the opposite impact." He goes on to say that the allegations speak for themselves, and he will let the facts come out in court, not in the media.
Okay, let me break down this absolutely bombshell lawsuit for you, because you need to understand exactly what Jay-Z is being accused of. According to documents that News Digital got their hands on, Jay-Z and Sean Diddy are accused of saying a 13-year-old girl, and get this, it allegedly happened at an MTV Music Video Awards after party in 2000. The refiled lawsuit submitted by an anonymous accuser in New York claims Jay-Z attacked the victim while Diddy and another mystery celebrity just watched. Now here's the tea. Back in October, the accuser's first filing named Diddy as the main bad guy, with Jay-Z only identified as Celebrity A. But in this new version, they're coming for Jay-Z directly. The lawsuit pointed out that Jay-Z has been with Combs during many such instances described herein and is demanding that both of them face justice. And get this, according to the filing, Jay-Z and Diddy are supposedly so close that Combs stated in 2023 that Carter is the only person other than Combs' mother who was allowed to call him by his legal first name of Sean. And before you ask, this isn't just some rumor. Diddy literally said this during his appearance on James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. Though mysteriously, Corden has since scrubbed this episode from all his social media channels, probably at Jay-Z's request. But honey, we all know the internet never forgets.
There's only one person.
Oh, go on.
And I call him Sean. That's Jay-Z. We call each other Seon.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody else could call me Sean.
He's the only person who's Sean approved.
There's not a single person that
outside
should be,
of family.
That should be outside of my mother.
Okay,
They should be calling me. Yeah, they should be calling me Sean.
And trust me, this wasn't just some one-time name drop. Diddy has been practically obsessed with mentioning Jay-Z in interviews, especially over the last few years when he probably realized the walls were closing in. Like, remember when BET gave Diddy that Lifetime Achievement Award? Just months before Cassie dropped her lawsuit in November 2023, Diddy specifically asked Jay-Z to record a message for him. Looking back now, it feels like Diddy was totally setting Jay-Z up, making sure everyone knew about their friendship before all these lawsuits started dropping. And can we talk about how wild it is that Jay-Z even agreed to record that message and publicly praise Diddy? I mean, with all his power and connections, there's no way he didn't know about Cassie preparing her lawsuit. But I guess that's what ego does to you. Jay-Z and Diddy clearly thought they were untouchable, but honey, karma's got no expiration date, and it looks like it's Jay-Z's time to face the music. Now, let's dive into Jay-Z's absolutely bizarre response to this lawsuit. You know how Jay-Z usually stays quiet about everything? Well, this time he responded within like a minute with this public statement that sounds like he wrote it himself without even talking to his PR crisis team. You'd think the very first thing he'd want to say is that he never went near that 13-year-old girl, right? But no. Instead, he starts talking about how his lawyer received a blackmail attempt from Tony Busby. Then he goes on this whole rant about how he won't cave to demands, and y'all need to hear what this man wrote. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations, and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion, so no, I will not give you one red penny. Like, excuse me? How about you first deny you were in that room with Diddy and a 13-year-old girl before talking about pennies? And you won't believe this. Not a single "I didn't do it" in his whole statement. Instead, Jay-Z starts talking about how he and his family are the real victims, and then tries to act all high and mighty with this moral street code nonsense. "I'm not from your world," he says. "I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain." Really, Jay? You protect children? Is that why you were besties with R. Kelly and made a joint album after you knew what he did to Aaliyah when she was a minor? But wait, it gets even more ridiculous. "My only heartbreak is for my family," Jay-Z went on. "My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It's unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. Like, why are you dragging your wife and kids into this as some kind of defense? It's so weird and manipulative. If you're innocent, just deny the charges, sue for defamation, and say you're looking forward to your day in court. And get this, Jay-Z actually demanded that Busby file a criminal complaint, saying, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree these alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case?" Again, so many words, but not one direct denial. He's calling for criminal charges, knowing full well that after so many years, it would be impossible to prove without reasonable doubt. And the way he ended his statement, chills. "I look forward to showing you just how different I am." Is that a threat? Why not just say you're looking forward to clearing your name in court? This whole statement is just so strange coming from someone who usually lets his representatives do all the talking. He should have kept that same energy and let his legal team handle this, but no, he had to respond all emotional. And now people are picking his words apart like yesterday's gossip. Oh, and the social media response, it's been brutal. Let me share some of these viral posts. That message Jay-Z posted was condescending, narcissistic, and used victim blaming and gaslighting rhetoric, and he never not once said he didn't do it. I hope he goes down bad. Another one said, "It's weird having this image in my head of Jay-Z as his cool and calm master of grace, and now he's being accused of grape." He puts out a statement that is indistinguishable from a 3 a.m. toilet Trump tweet. And this one, not Jay-Z's statement being like, "Trust me, this isn't who I am, bro. You were friends with Diddy until this year." What? Someone else wrote, Jay-Z still found a way to say, "I'm not one of your peasants" in a PR statement. OMG, this ninja is insane. But hold up, because Tony Busby just entered the chat and he is not letting Jay-Z intimidate him. Busby clapped back at Jay's statement on X with some major tea. Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation since I sent the letter on her behalf. Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully me, and this plaintiff, his conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I am very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. Y'all, it looks like this drama is just getting started. Jay-Z's response to these allegations has left us with way more questions than answers. And with Diddy already drowning in his own legal mess, it's clear we've only scratched the surface of this whole story. The connections, the timing, this refiled lawsuit, everything feels like we're standing at the edge of something much bigger. But let me hear your takes on this. Is Jay about to join his BFF behind bars? Or do you think he's just too big to fall at this point? And what about Diddy? Did he really plan all this out and make sure to drag Jay-Z down with him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't even think about missing this next video. The way everything's unfolding, from Jay-Z's panic mode statement to Busby's fierce clapback, this story is giving us all the drama we never knew we needed. And something tells me this is just the beginning of what could be the biggest scandal to hit the music industry in years. Stay tuned, because this tea is about to get even hotter. Remember to keep those notifications on, because you do not want to miss any updates on this absolutely wild story. The way things are going, we might be looking at the biggest downfall in hip-hop history.